Ellie had always dreamed of having a big, beautiful garden, a place full of bright flowers, shady trees, and butterflies dancing in the sunshine. One afternoon, while exploring her new backyard, she found something hidden under a tangle of ivy. It was an old stone well, its sides smooth and covered in carvings of vines and flowers. Maybe it's a wishing well, she thought. Excited, Ellie picked up a small pebble, closed her eyes, and whispered, "I wish for a beautiful garden, full of flowers, trees, and colors." She tossed the pebble in and waited. Nothing happened. Just as she turned to leave, she heard a sharp clink, like metal hitting stone. Ellie stopped. Had something fallen? She stepped closer, pushing aside the weeds. A little piece of metal peeked out from the dirt. She bent down and pulled out a rusty old gardening trowel with a wooden handle that looked worn from time. Ellie frowned. "A trowel? That's not what I wished for." She sighed, but took it home anyway. The next day, Ellie went back. "I wish for colorful flowers," she said, tossing in another pebble. This time, she heard a soft thud behind the well. Ellie hesitated, then walked over and brushed away some dry leaves. Beneath them was a small, old paper packet labeled Mixed Wildflowers. Ellie's shoulders slumped. "Why won't the well just give me flowers?" she grumbled. "Is it broken or playing tricks on me?" Still, she stuffed the seeds into her pocket and went inside. But the seeds stayed in her mind. The next morning, Ellie took out the trowel and planted them anyway. Day after day, Ellie made new wishes at the well. But there was no magic, just little surprises. When she wished for sunflowers, she found an old watering can. When she wished for soft grass, she discovered a pair of worn gardening gloves hidden in the grass. When she dreamed of a cozy bench, a quiet creek behind a pile of stones led her to wooden fence posts. At first, Ellie felt frustrated, but then she became curious. The well wasn't ignoring her. It was helping her in a different way, not with magic, but with a challenge, a way to see if she could grow the garden herself. So she got to work. She dug little flower beds, watered the seeds each morning, and built a tiny fence to keep the rabbits out. Her hands got dirty, her knees became covered in mud, and her arms grew strong. Day by day, little changes appeared. Tiny green shoots peeked through the soil. Buds bloomed into bright petals. Birds fluttered to the feeder she had hung, their feathers flashing in the sun. Weeks passed. One evening, as Ellie placed the final stone on a winding garden path, she stood back and smiled. Her garden had come to life. Wildflowers stretched toward the sky, their pink, gold, and purple petals swaying in the breeze. The grass she had planted was soft and thick, dotted with tiny white clover blooms. A young birch tree she had planted months ago now cast cool shade over the yard, and real butterflies. They fluttered between the blossoms, their wings shining like tiny stained glass windows. Ellie knelt beside the old well, running her fingers over its carvings, now dusted with golden pollen. "You didn't grant my wish," she said softly. "You showed me how to make it come true." As the years passed, Ellie's garden grew even bigger and more beautiful. Neighbors stopped to admire it. Children laughed as they chased butterflies through the tall grass. When someone asked Ellie for her secret, she would smile and place something small in their hands: a packet of seeds, a trowel, a simple little gift. "Wishes tell us what we dream of," she would say, "but what you do next is what makes them real." And deep in the garden, the old well stood quietly, its carvings worn smooth by time. It had never granted a single wish, but it had given Ellie everything she needed. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so that we can create a lot more of such amazing videos.